Hello everybody and welcome back to another video with Just One Life MTG. Today we're going through ranked with humans. We're up to Platinum right now, and this deck, as you can see in front of you, is all humans except Sigarda. Sigarda is the one non-human, but of course she buffs all the humans and searches for humans with her Coven ability. The other non-human is the backside of Chaplain of Alms. It comes back as a spirit, but it gives everybody Ward 1, and being able to recur it from the graveyard gives us more card advantage. And I love card advantage. We have some common players in mono white here, Luminarch Aspirant and Intrepid Adversary, but we have some fun additions like Rally the Ranks, which can buff all of our humans, and Join the Dance to just make more human tokens. Catilda lets us tap our humans and human tokens for mana and buff the whole team. And that's pretty much it. So let's take this deck and see how it fares in Platinum. See you in the game. Alright, game 1. Looks like we've got a pretty decent starting hand. We're going against Lex 333. And we get to be on the play. Let's get a Rally the Ranks in there and buff all of our human creatures. Look at that, it's almost like we cast it on turn 2. They've got a Luminarch. Let's get Adeline in there. Adeline lets us make more humans, which is always great. And if we draw another land, we could put a Intrepid Adversary in with a Valor token and start coming in with a big team. Opponent is on Boros, so it would not be surprising if they had some burn cards. Ooh, Sunrise Cavalier. Okay. Well, we didn't draw a land, but we did get a Sigarda, so if we get a single land, we are definitely putting Sigarda into play. Let's see what they've got going on over there. Another Luminarch Aspirant. This is a terrifying human. But I'm just going to take the Luminarch. Make it more expensive to play, so they won't be able to play 2 cards in the same turn. And we'll just go ahead and get on in with Adeline. Looks like they drew some burn. Totally fine. And another Cavalier. They grow their current one to a 5/5. Which means it's big enough to kill our Adeline now, but ooh, we drew a Brutal Cathar. Perfect. Get Adeline out of there. And we come in with the whole team. No fear. And we win. Game 1 down just like that. Humans looking pretty good. Game 2 against Babe the Blue, and we have a pretty good mix of lands and spells. No play on turn 1, but that's fine. This deck doesn't really need a turn 1 play anyway. get an intrepid adversary into play, just to have a good attacker. Smoldering Egg. Now, do we go for Elite Spellbinder to try and get their hand? No. We get our adversary through the egg. I hate that this keeps holding priority. We can't even pay, because X can't be 0. So stupid. Yep, not surprising. Not surprising at all. But that means they're not removing our Luminarch. Ooh. If we draw planes, we are really in business. So, they've got an Alrund's Epiphany. Ooh. They definitely wanted to get this Goldspan Dragon into play. They also have a Dragon's Fire, which I'm sure they want to use on Luminarch. I'm going to take their Goldspan, and I'm going to grow the Spellbinder so that they really want to remove it. This incentivizes the Dragon's Fire on Spellbinder play, which we can just follow up with another Spellbinder. And I think with this Spellbinder, we take Epiphany so they can't foretell it. No mana cost reduction. It's going to be a 9 mana spell when they cast it. Catilda allows us to cast Sigarda next turn. They need to use this treasure on the Spellbinder. So let's make them cast it now, or we can just take it. They don't respawn with a Dragon's Fire. Well, then we make it impossible for them to cast. And we'll just grow our Spellbinder again. The opponent really should have cast a Dragon's Fire response. Now they have to cast it for 4 mana. Or they could cast this creature. Yeah, that's what I thought. So now would be a good time for Brutal Cathar. No Brutal Cathar, and we can't put Sigarda into play, or Adeline. We could Spellbinder this away. Catilda sets up better for next turn. But I think it's Spellbinder time. Now the question is, do we take this? They would need to draw a card to have this. If we take this, it turns it from a 6 mana spell after foretelling to a 9 mana spell. I think that's more important. We'll grow our Spellbinder and come in with it. See if they want to block with their Ashmouth Dragon. Of course they don't. It's an Elder Dragon? Wow. 4 mana Elder Dragon. Alright. So they've one unknown in hand. Nope. No unknowns. We know their hand completely. Luckily, their other Smoldering Egg does not transform yet. Frostbite. Well, I think they're taking out our Aspirant, finally. And they do get to transform the other dragon. That's really bad for us. Yikes. Catilda is our only play, and it's extraordinarily likely to get removed. Yep, that'll take Catilda out. It's looking like this game is over. If they cast any instant sorcery. That's it. Game over. Well played. Sadly, we just couldn't quite get in the last few points of damage. Well, 1-1 so far. Let's see how it does in the next game. Game 3, I like our hand quite a bit. We'll keep. We still do need to draw more white mana. I'm going to lead with this Champion of Alms. I love all this keyboard. This is insane. 1 mana, 1/1, first strike, ward 1, and it comes back and wards everything. It's amazing. Of course, we just get in our Luminarch. Opponent has a zombie tribal deck. Interesting. Could join the dance this turn and rally the ranks next turn. Or we could just get a Spellbinder in there and see what they've got going on. The more information, the better. Tainted Adversary is pretty scary. Create zombies. Ooh. Eaten Alive is probably their best spell, but they can still cast it on 3. Yeah, I'm taking their Tainted Adversary for sure. And do I Champion of Alms, or do I Elite Spellbinder? I think a Champion of Alms. Because this lets the champion attack. Otherwise, it's just a 2/2. Oh no, this still can't block, so of course it could still attack. Coming in with both, huh? That's pretty brave. I think that opponent is going to cast... Oh, this is a sorcery. I'm going to jump at the chance to take out this Champion of the Perished. I think opponent assumed I wouldn't block. Sure, but as a 3/3, that still doesn't quite get it. Oh, they can still flash it back also. That'll do it. Okay. Second white mana is huge for us. Because we get to join the dance and rally the ranks for human. Making our team terrifying. And these guys can't block, so they just have a 1/1. Let's get in there. Opponent is down to 8. We know they have a land and can destroy a creature. I expect Champion to go to Jesus right now. That would let us disturb him next turn, though. Alright. They took him out. Is it exile? Ooh. That's rather scary. So, What can they do in instant? I don't know what their two unknowns are. And I am worried about getting blown out by this block. But you know what? I'm willing to do it. I think they might just be bluffing. It was a bluff. Thank God. Okay, so we didn't draw a land to flash this back, but we do have this Join the Dance and another champion. So life's not all bad. Let's grow our champion. Oh, this is not a decayed. Oh, it is decayed. Why does this not have the can't block symbol on it? Can't block. Can't block. Alright, I think that might just be because of the server reconnecting problem. Yeah. It's a little bit spooky that he doesn't have the symbol on him. We took the game. Alright. Green-white humans is 2-1. Not bad, not bad. This is definitely a keeper of a hand. So, green-white humans is performing much better than I expected. 2-1 so far, taking down some pretty good decks. We almost had that middle game. Ooh, Catilda is a really tempting turn 2 play here. It would let us play a lot of stuff next turn. We would be up to 4 mana next turn, which doesn't really do a ton for us. So Aspirant is just better here. It lets us grow our Chaplain and get in there for 2 damage. And Catilda doesn't allow us to play any extra cards. We still just get to cast one of these cards next turn, not both. Pack Leader's scary. I'm not sacrificing Luminarch. Ooh, Rally the Ranks is a really nice one. I am gonna play Adeline, however, because it'll give us an extra human. We go Chaplain, attack, get a human. Ah, they block a human, of course. Yeah, makes sense. But we get him for 3 damage. Old Growth Troll. So here we definitely want a Catilda. And then we tap Luminarch for white and go Rally the Ranks as human. And then we want to grow probably Chaplain. And we want to get in with both of them. They may double block Adeline. And in this case, we stack the Pack Leader first, because we're going to exile the Old Growth Troll with Brutal Cathar. And it probably will end the game when we do that. Oh yeah. Second Old Growth Troll. Pretty terrifying. So, Brutal Cathar. Exiling 1 Old Growth Troll. And then we'll tap for Elite Spellbinder. Ooh, they have a Chariot and a Ranger's Class and a 3rd Troll. Well, we're taking Chariot. They probably should have played Chariot that last turn. It's just gotta be Chaplain. Opponent's down to 2? Oh, there's no way. This game's over. I'm going to just grow our team. We actually only have 4 attackers. You know, if I hadn't gotten cute with it and grown my team, they would just be dead. Oh, Sigarda. Yeah, opponent couldn't handle it. Green-white humans goes to 3-1. I am floored. This deck has really impressed me. So we're here in our final game with humans, and our first turn play would be a tap land into a Luminarch. I think it might be good enough. I really don't like to go down if I don't have to. That was an excellent draw. The real question is, do we even play it? I think we hold it for turn 3 to go with Rally the Ranks. So, even though we did get the untap land, we're just not going to use it. Kessig Naturalist. Alright. I see you. Luminarch, get in there. Do we trade our Luminarch for this Kessig Naturalist? I don't think so. Wow. That is quite a turn 3 from our opponent. We're gonna take it. Because our next turn is gonna be pretty good also. Sigarda. I really hope we draw one more land. Okay, so we're buffing humans. Playing a Code Spell Cleric. As... Do we attack? We could come in for 5 ourselves. Let's just buff our Luminarch and come in at 5. Luminarch's a big girl. Ooh. Arlen, make 2/2/2 green wolf creature tokens. So we're going to rally the ranks again. But we definitely need to block here. So we'll block the Kessig Naturalist. I think they assumed we wouldn't block because of last turn. Ooh, Snakeskin Veil. Also, very pretty Snakeskin Veil. But that was a good play by them. Now we get Sigarda, or we could get Adeline. I think Sigarda is just clearly the better play. Question is, should we even attack though? I think we need to play defense for just a little bit. This Werewolves deck is terrifying. If I get another turn, which I expect to, Sigarda will be killing Arlen. They get to play their creature with a 1/1 counter. Yep. So this last card is almost certainly another Snakeskin Veil. Only thing is, I really don't want to take 5 off of it. I think we have to block with the Luminarch. It ends up trading the creatures, but I don't really see another way around it. If we take 5 here, or 6 with Snakeskin Veil, then we're certainly dead on the next turn. So we trade our creatures. Intrepid Adversary. So we could Rally the Ranks and Intrepid Adversary, or we can play this with a buff. I think we go Rally the Ranks and Intrepid Adversary. And the reason for that is we plan on losing the Intrepid Adversary. So the extra 2 mana we sink into it will end up being wasted. Now, Sigarda attack here is something to consider. I think we have to take out Arlen. Or, I guess I should say, I think it's correct to take out Arlen. That's the popular thing to say, I guess. That it's correct to do this, or correct to do that. So they only want to attack with the Kessig Naturalist, because it kills our Intrepid Adversary. We will block. We're going to gain 6 life off of this, which we really need. We can't stand losing 4 more life. Brutal Cathar comes in on the night side as a 3/3 first striker. That's not good enough. Adeline would be really good because it will create a pretty buff human when we attack with Sigarda. Spellbinder is a little less good. Adeline is definitely our play. This allows us to attack and keep the same number of creatures. Oh, actually, it comes in tapped and attacking. I forgot. I guess we're getting aggressive here. Suddenly, just like that, they're down to 6. A pack leader, sure. They get to draw a card off of this. Let's hope it's a land. I'm blocking the pack leader for sure. I expected that. Okay, we're at 5. It's still night. Let's elite Spellbinder, because we can come in the air for a victory. And it is a land. Opponent has to block our human. We get to double spell, which flips it back. And this gets to put a +1/+1 counter on probably itself. Oh, that's just game. They chose not to block. Humans advancing us to Platinum 2. I mean, this deck performed very well. So here we are in the post-game, and I am just shocked at how well humans did. I mean, it felt like every single game we were going Chaplain, Luminarch, Catilda, and then Brutal Cathar, Spellbinder, Adeline, and then just running them over with power. I mean, we rallied the ranks over and over and over and just had huge teams, especially that last game. We had just massive teams from the Sigarda buff and 2 rally the ranks. I mean, wow, that humans deck did way better than expected. Well, I'll see you with another deck next time, and I'm sure I'll be even higher on the ladder. Each game, we're progressing just a little bit more. So, till next time, like, subscribe, and this is Just One Life MTG. Thanks. Take it easy.